Sulbad, no? You go around, you can see anywhere garbage scattered along the road, walang collection. Ang mga makikita mo yung aso lang kinakalat ng aso kasi hindi nako-collect na maaga. I don't know, Tituan, do you have any problem of garbage collection, Tituan, sa Boy?
Well,
Kagawad?
Ang problema po sa garbage, halos lahat ng barangay ay apektado po nito. But of course, pagka yung ating garbage collection naman ay kumbaga regular, hindi naman po masyadong magiging problema. Especially now, na nadagdagan po, I'm talking about Barangay Tetuan, nadagdagan po yung ating garbage truck, may compactor tayo. So, nagiging 4 na po lahat ng ating garbage truck. But just the same yung 4 na ito, kung minsan nag-breakdown yung isa, kahit pa paano nakakasapat na rin. But we have also to acknowledge ang ating kampanya. Kahit ano pang gawin din ng barangay, dapat din talaga yung mga mamamayan, yung ating constituents from the barangay, dapat din magiging cooperative sila. Meaning to say, magtapon sila ng kanilang basura sa tamang tapunan sa katamang oras. May mga panahon kasi na collect na ng ating garbage truck yung area na yun, malinis na kumbaga. Pagka alis ng truck, meron na naman magtatapon. But anyway, dahan-dahan i-educate po natin ito. Actually, kahapon nagkaroon kami ng meeting itong dito sa Barangay Ecological Solid Waste Management Committee o Council, at napag-usapan natin tungkol sa kalinisan sa barangay. At mayroon po silang kumbaga pa-contest ngayon ang city government. Siguro to encourage yung mga barangay to participate in the contest para naman magiging successful ang ating kampanya. Hopefully, tayo naman kahit paano we're very optimistic na sa tulong din ng ating mga konstituente magiging successful tayo sa ating kampanya.
Ngayon, ang tanong ko dito, since there are people who are not cooperative, who will make them cooperative? How to make them cooperative so that they will observe the proper time of throwing their garbage? To me, this contest consists, this is stupidity. With or without contest, this is the duty of the local government to collect their garbage, na di ba? Contest kayo yawa nga ingon sa Cebuano. Patapos ng basura just anywhere, they will not, di nila bigyan ng importansya ang contest mo na yan. I tell you, you do something to anong tawag nito, to oblige them to follow the law. Ang problema natin dito, mahina ang ating local government, hindi makatupad ng batas. Yan ang problema. Kung hindi makatupad ng batas ang mga tao, kaninong kasalanan ng local government yan. They are there as members of the local government units to enforce the law, to serve the people. Ngayon, kung di nila kaya magserbisyo, they might as well resign. Kasi yung dahilan bakit sila nandyan, tumakbo sila pagka mayor, congressman, vice mayor, councilors, para magservis sa mga tao. Ngayon, kung di sila kaya magservis, they should resign. Maraming nagagaling na papalit yan. That is my observation sa Boy. With or without contest na yan, it is the duty of the local government to see to it that the garbage collection is properly observed.
Aside from the garbage collection, yung regular collection of the garbage, what is very important too is the strict implementation of the law. May batas po tayo tungkol dyan sa kalinisan. Kung sino man ang nag-violate, then of course pwede po natin hulihin, i-apprehend yan, at saka may corresponding fines kung sa mga violators. Kung sa ibang lugar ay nagagawa nila, bakit tayo sa Zamboanga City hindi natin magawa?
Meron tayong batas, pero I have yet to see na somebody is caught, punished, and fined, no? Mayroong batas dyan, kahit nasaan kanto, mayroong ordinance, this and that, about garbage collection, but who is enforcing the law? Kapag mayroong failure in the enforcement of law, sinong may responsibilidad dyan? Local government officials, di ba? Ibig sabihin, inotel sila. Dahil inotel, they cannot enforce the law. Bakit man? May batas, pero people are violating the law, and yet there are times when our local officials are boasting that they have collected so much million pesos from law violators. Stupidity. You pass the law not to collect fines, but to let them follow the law. That is the purpose why we have local government units and why we have to pass the law so that people will follow the law, not for them to be fined if they are caught. And ang problema dyan, they are even nagyayabang pa na malaki ang collection sa mga violators. I tell you, we do not need to pass laws so that we can collect fines from violators, di ba? We pass the law so that the people will follow the law. Di ba?
It's just the strict enforcement of the law. Kasi pag na-enforce naman ito, ang tao, kahit pa paano, sino bang gustong magmulta? Sino bang gustong magbayad ng mga fines?
At saka isa dito, no? Bakit ang tanong sa ibang syudad, bakit nasusunod ang batas? Bakit dito sa Zamboanga hindi? Bakit? Anong diferensya? Siguro ipalitan na yung taga Sibugay, dito natin ilagay mga local official sila, yung taga Zamboanga lipat sa Sibugay. Siguro maging malinis ang Zamboanga kung ganun gagawin natin. Kung pwede, no? I think that will solve the problem sa mga city. Kung pwede lang natin reshuffle itong mga local officials, lagay mo sa isang taga Cagayan de Oro, lagay mo sa Zamboanga, taga Zamboanga, lagay mo sa Cagayan, lagay mo sa General Santos, siguro mag-progreso ang siyudad ng Zamboanga. Kung taga rito lang palagi ang officialis na inotel from the very beginning, we cannot expect any progress.
Well, katulad ng Davao, the same with Palawan, sa ibang bansa, like Malaysia halimbawa, bakit ang mga tao doon ay sumusunod? Even if you are from Zamboanga City, if you go to Davao, sumusunod naman ang mga tao. Kung baga, na-enforce kasi ang batas. The same with Palawan. If you go there, talagang may strict implementation of the law or enforcement of the law. Bakit dito hindi walang masyadong sumusunod?
Anyway, you are a barangay kagawad, you are considered as public official, no? Bakit dito sa Zamboanga iba kasi iba? Anong diferensya? What do you think? In your own personal observation, honest observation.
Well, para sa akin po is really the strict enforcement or implementation of the law. Kasi pag meron talaga, pag hinuli mo yan, walang gustong uulit eh. Kaya lang, pagka napabayaan yan, after all the information and education campaign conducted in the different areas of the barangay, nakikita din natin mayroon pa rin nagbabiolate. But again, pag hinuli mo yan, sa palagay ko, hindi na yan hindi na yan gagawa. Unless marami silang pera talaga, pambayad lang ng multa. So, the same lahat halos ng batas, pagka mayroon strict enforcement or implementation of the said laws, sa tingin ko, kukunti na lang ang siguro magbabiolate.
Sa interpretation ko, parang walang nag-i-enforce ng batas dito sa mga ganun ba? Ganun. Kulang or talagang wala? Kuminsan, talagang wala eh. Anong kulang dito? Political will ng mga officialis natin ng government. Responsible. Mayroon kasabihan sa military kasi sa Niboy, the unit is only as good as the commander. In the same manner that the community is only as good as its leaders. Kapag bugok, tamad, lazy, selfish, greedy ang leaders mo, walang mangyari, walang asenso. Yung mga tao, they cannot think of any hope for the next generation if that is the mentality of our local officials. Dito sa Zamboanga, karamihan ganun eh. Ha? Ganun ang parang walang foresight, walang vision, walang foresight, walang anticipation. They are not creative, they are not realistic, they are not practical, they have no common sense. Karamihan ganun eh, di ba? Otherwise, kung meron siya yan, marami ng progreso, malaki ng progreso sa Zamboanga gaya ng ibang syudad.
Kasi ang tao naman, pagka naipakita mo na talagang you're very serious in your campaign, at saka katulad ng sinabi ko, kung sino man nag-violate, i-enforce mo yung batas, hindi naman mag-ano yan eh. Walang gustong makulong, walang gustong magbayad ng fines.
Another problem dito, no? We have this so-called traffic summit, I tell you. Kahit anong summit gagawin mo dito sa Zamboanga, walang mangyari kung alam mo. Kung alam mo na walang mangyari, kahit anong traffic na summit na yan, walang mangyari kung alam mo ang problema. Ang problema dito, hindi alam nila ang problema. That is the problem. or they refuse to know the problem.
They refuse to know the
Traffic summit cannot solve the traffic problem in Zamboanga. Why? Geographically problematic tayo. Bakit man? As you enter Vitale, malaki. As you proceed to the city proper, lumilit. Pagdating sa Putik, liliit ang liliit, parang butilya.
Parang bottleneck kung
Oh, kasi
Palit
dito tayo lahat Dito ang concentration development sa maliit na lugar. Dead end kasi tayo. Yan ang hindi naagapan, yan ang hindi nakita ng ating mga opisyalis sa gobyerno nung araw pa. Kaya kasi karamihan dito nakikita ako sa ating mga opisyalis, they can only see what their eyes can see. Yung hindi nakikita ng mata nila, wala na, hindi na makikita. Walang vision ba?
Yeah.
Walang vision, walang mata sa likod, walang mata sa kilid, walang mata sa harap. Basta yung nakikita lang sa harap nila, yun lang.
Yun lang.
Other than that, wala na. Yan ang klaseng opisyalis meron tayo dito sa Pantos Los Beach. Ayun ko kung mayroon tayong mapili dito. With due respect.
Katulad ng kabayo yung sa kalesa, kung yung may takip yung ano dito sa gilid ng mata, yun lang nakikita yung nasa unahan.
Tama yan. Kaya ang nangyari sa atin dito, kung baga sa Cebuano, nagguot data diri sa syudad, sa sentro ba? Anong tawag yun?
Kung baga
overcrowded na tayo dito, overpopulated na.
Nagkabuhol-buhol na dito
nagkabuhol-buhol in the first place because we have a very small dead-end city at saka there are no developments outside the city proper. We have neglected the far-flung barangays, rural barangays na pinabayan hanggang ngayon for the past so many years. Yung ibang probinsya, naging munisipyo na yung kanilang barangay like Artilim, no? Artilim was a barangay before. Naga, Imilda, Diplahan, Payao. These are barangays before, aside from the existing towns already of Tungawan, Ipil, Titay, Kabasalan, CI, Buog, Alicia, and the towns in Olutanga. These are existing towns before, but there were additional towns because of development. Dito sa atin, for the past 60 years that I have been in Zamboanga City, matagal ako dito sa mga, maraming taon, di pa sinilang, I was here already. Kaya, I have my personal observations na for the past 60 years na nandito ako sa Zamboanga, walang progreso ang Zamboanga from the boundary of Tungawan up to the city proper. Kasi they remain as barangays while other barangays, their contemporaries, are now towns and even cities like Lamitan, di ba? Like Kidapawan, like Isulan, like Takurong. These are barangays before and towns, eventually they became cities. But dito sa Zamboanga, walang nangyari dito kasi ang ating officials very limited, narrow-minded ba, narrow, shallow pa, at saka greedy ang selfish pa. Kaya lahat na negative nandito na, di ba? Ang progreso dito sa atin parang natural lang ba, parang if there is progress, it's good. If there's no progress, it's good. Okay, that is the mentality of our local officials. Hindi ba, gaya ng tanim ba, yung tanim kung pabayaan mo lang, matagal magtubo. But if you fertilize it, di ba? Kapag fertilize mo, inalagaan mo, i-fertilize mo, madaling lalaki at saka tutubo at saka bubunga. Ang Zamboanga walang fertilizer. Kumbaga, di ba?
Natural lang.
Natural. Kaya ang progreso dito very slow, parang pagong ba? At saka ang progress dito is initiated by the private sector, not sector, I tell you. Yung government initiative development, wala, zero. Kung walang sector na, private sector na nag-initiate, wala. It's all private sector initiated. Ang government, ano bang na-initiate nila dito para that will contribute to the progress? Ano sa palagay mo?
Kung meron man, very minimal. Actually, kasi pag barangay ka lang, konti lang talagang magawa mo. Considering if your era is, ano lang ba yung kumbaga, tamang-tama lang para sa mga personal services, konti lang ang magawa mo for the development. And from that era, 20% lang kasi nakalaan para sa development fund. Ngayon, kung ang era mo ay maliit, yung barangay mo maliit, natural, maliit lang yung era mo. Then you get 20% from that, yun lang ang ibubuhos mo for the development. Kaya walang masyadong makita natin na malaking pagbabago sa mga barangay, lalo na yung barangay sa mga malalayong lugar.
Kasi kahit anong era mo yan, kung barangay, talagang barangay yan.
Ganun pa rin, kasi
You
limited
cannot,
eh.
you cannot expect a big era if you are just a barangay. Like Bitali, for example.
Bitali.
In
More or
1960s,
less, yes.
Bitali was already bigger barangay than Lamitan.
Lamitan.
Palagi ako dyan sa Bitali. Almost monthly. Ngayon, ang Lamitan naging munisipyo, naging syudad.
na.
Ngayon, magkano ang era ng Lamitan? 500 million. Ha? 500 million, ha? Ang year, ang Bitali, 10 million, 15 million. I tell you, you see the difference?
Yes.
Because of lack of foresight, lack of anticipation, lack of vision, lack of yung creativity of our local officials na ang ilang kanilang tinitingnan sarili lang nilang interest sa politika at saka personal interest. Yan ang nangyari dito sa Zamboanga. Kaya kulila tayo. Ikaw, Sunny Boy, I know you have been here for a long time, no?
Yes.
In fact, in the 1970s, dito na ako, 60s pa dito na ako. When I go out to my assignment outside the city, I used to leave my vehicle to you in your house.
Yeah.
Kasi ang assignment ko noon, puro labas eh.
Labas.
I was residing sa mga city, but I was assigned in the different areas in Mindanao and Visayas. Kaya alam ko yung mga lungsod na tumutubo, like for example in Cagayan de Oro, 1960s I was there, no? In Iligan I stayed for 1 year, Cagayan de Oro 4 years, Marawi City 1 year, Cotabato City 1 year, I stayed in Tawi-Tawi 2 years ako dyan, Sulu, Basilan lang, wala Basilan, sa Iloilo 1 year ako dyan, and other cities. Kaya nakikita ko, Davao I was assigned there for 1 year. Hindi lang kayo nakapunta, nakatira ako doon. Iba yung nakapunta, iba yung nakatira. Kung nakapunta ka lang doon after 1 hour at this, you are out. Ako, nakatira ako doon. Bakit? Nasaan ako doon eh? Kaya nakita ko ang diferensya. Yan ang problema natin dito. Kaya if we talk about progress, Davao and Zamboanga in 1974, I was assigned there. I was residing in Zamboanga. Pareho kalaki lang Davao at sa Zamboanga. Pareho kalaki lang. Mas sikat pang sama kasi mayroon tayong 3-star hotel dito, yung bayot, no? Sa Davao, ano ba? Yung Apobio, bulok na hotel sa sentro syudad, no? But as years go on, after 50 years, they have developed and we are behind by 50 years also in development. Ano ibig sabihin yan, Sunny Boy?
Well, as you said earlier, ito naman dahil unang-una yung foresight ng ating mga leaders. Hindi nila kasi na-anticipate na tayo kahit papano madedevelop. But the problem is hindi natin ito ang development kasi is concentrated just right here in the heart of the city. Napabayaan natin yung nasa labas na dapat sana makompensate kung ang sa labas ng mga barangay, yung mga malalayong barangay na develop natin, kung baga lahat tayo nakikinabang. You see, in terms of sabihin natin yung mga trabaho, yung mga graduates from those areas, from those far-flung barangay, saan ba'y pupunta? Sila'y pupunta rito sa downtown. Lahat tayo nagkukumahog pupunta rito sa syudad. Dahil wala naman silang mapagtrabahuhan doon. Limited lang. And of course, they cannot go on farming lahat sila. They have, especially for those who are graduates, ang different yung mga courses nila, dapat hahanap sila ng trabaho. Saan sila pupunta? Wala silang ma-applyan doon sa kanilang barangay, especially if they are living in those far-flung barangays. They have to come down to the city and look for better opportunities here. Lahat tayo nandito na eh. Kung baga, may traffic congestion, kasama na rin ang human congestion. Dito tayo lahat sa Zamboanga City, right in the heart of the city. So, dapat it's already high time that we have to develop those far-flung barangays. Otherwise, itong mga barangay na ito, they will remain barangay forever.
At saka itong traffic problem natin, kahit na magpatayo ka ng parking building up as high as the sky, it will not solve the problem.
Yes.
Maybe temporarily, but talking of long range solution, hindi ito ang solusyon. Kasi every day dumadami ang tao dito sa city. Every day dumadami sa sasakyan kasi lalo ngayon mura sa sasakyan, wala nang down payment. You can just buy without paying yung down payment immediately monthly. Kaya plus the fact na maraming tao dito, so overpopulated na tayo dito sa city proper. Kaya it's about time to expand. But ang problema lang, ang ating mga local officials, bugo kung sabi sa Bisaya ba, bugo kung si President Duterte, bugok ang utak ba, hindi nagtatrabang utak ba, shallow, narrow-minded pa, ang iniisip nila yung kanilang kapakanan lang sa politika, yan magaling sila dyan. Alam mo, Sunny Boy, after the 2019 election last year, mayroon na sila line up for 2022 you see, mayroon after election of 2019, mayroon na silang line up para sa 2022, kung sinong mayor, sinong vice mayor, sinong congressman sa first district, sinong congressman sa second district, at saka kung sinong vice mayor. Ganun kagaling ang ating mga local official dito. They are good in personal and political interest. Pero sa financial at saka political progress wala sila. Meron tayong political corruption. Itong alam mo itong political corruption, ito na sabi mo, instead of expanding the development, you try to concentrate in a certain area. That is tantamount to corruption kasi yung other people in rural areas are not benefited. Di ba? Ganon katindi ang magaling ba lang? Ay, tilyo ka. Kung baga sa kan, bugo ba? Bugo. Sabi na si Buano, bugo. Ano ba sa si President Duterte, bugok. Yan ang mga terminology na nila sa mga officialis na hindi nagtatrabaho sa Pantos Los Buenos.
Tama po.
Anong other observations mo at saka rekomendasyon mo para itong ating mga officialis mag-asinso man lang ang kanilang thinking ba, they should think deeper, bigger and realistic?
Kasi ang ano naman kasi, by the time you took your oath, dapat kasi titignan mo yung kapakanan ng yung mga nasasakupan. Kung baga, the welfare of your constituents, yung kasi ang primordial consideration kung bakit ka nandyan. Hindi na mahirap naman kung kaya ka na iboto tapos yung kapakanan mo lang ang yung titignan, neglecting the development in yung mga lugar ng yung constituents. Parang it is really a disservice to the people of Zamboanga City kung hindi mo naman titignan kung paano mo sila ma-develop. Sa lahat ng aspeto dapat tignan mo yung kapakanan ng yung taong bayan. After all, you were elected into office because of their trust sa iyo. Dahil sa paniniwala nila kung ikaw ang nandyan, mapabuti ang kanilang buhay. But after all the elections, yung iba nag-graduate na siguro, but just the same, wala pa rin, ganun pa rin ang buhay ng tao.
So, but anyway, our time is 20 minutes past 7, I would like to greet my brothers-in-law in Lamitan, si Arnold Mateo, si Roselier Mateo, Joel Mateo, Noel, of course my brother-in-law si Jerry Mateo, wala dito yung iba kasi. But anyway, our friends in Lamitan, kasi especially those who supported us at the outbreak of rebellion, yan hindi ko makalimutan sa Niboy, including your own father, yes, your very own father na who was very supportive and cooperative to the
sa ating gobyerno,
sa ating especially at the outbreak and
yes,
at the height of rebellion. Marami siyang support na binigay sa ating mga sundalo, pulis at saka sa mga mamamayan. At saka of course yung mga taga-Lamitan mismo na very cooperative. Without the civilians in Lamitan that supported the government forces at the time, we could have been overrun. We could have been captured by the rebels at the time na masyadong brutal at saka sila, they were so excited to plant their flag in Basilan, to claim Basilan as the first province, the first island, the first territory that they have captured. But anyway, yan dahil sa support at saka cooperation ng mga tao doon sa Basilan, I will never forget that, Saniboy.
Yes, the support of the community is very important.
At saka support and cooperation are solicited, no?
Yes.
You can ask them, but it can never be legislated.
Correct.
You cannot legislate cooperation of the people. The cooperation is voluntary. If the government, if people in government are doing their job, people will cooperate voluntarily. They will support the campaign, di ba?
Kumbaga, na-reciprocate kasi yan eh. Kasi nakikita nila yung mga sa gobyerno, nagtatrabaho talaga.
Yeah. You cannot pass a law to make people cooperative, to make people supportive.
Yeah.
No, di ba? Wala yan eh. Voluntary yung support at cooperation. Kung ginagawa mo trabaho mo, people will not hesitate to cooperate. No? Itong merong approve pending ordinance ito, yung CCTV. CCTV, that is stupidity.
Yes.
They are trying to legislate a law for the people to cooperate. Itong putting up of CCTV private citizens, that is purely voluntary. Diba? It is the responsibility of the government to put up CCTV in yung vital areas or mga strategic areas, but not the people, but not for the local government to compel the people to put up itong CCTV. That is voluntary. You cannot legislate cooperation. Stupid author of that law, of that ordinance. I am sure the mayor will not approve that. Di ba?
Yeah.
Cooperation.
But there is a plan now to to purchase about more or less about 100 million of CCTV cameras or 100 siguro units of the CCTV camera.
Well, maganda yun. That is a good news if that will post. No? At saka, nakikita ng mga tao dito sa atin, kapag malaki ang budget na gagamitin, madaling ma-approve yun kasi malaki, hundreds of millions, like dito, asphalt overlay, 100 million, 200 million. Bakit man? Because if the amount is big, malaki lang commission, malaki din under the table. Pero kung maliit lang, maliit din. Take the case of the Tituan Police Station. It needs only around 10 to 15 million to relocate to buy land. But up to now, they have not initiated because maliit ang amount eh. Walang commission, walang corruption. Maliit eh. But hundreds of millions yung dali ma-approve yun. Ang Tituan Police Station, up to now, squatter pa rin. I tell you, the most, sabi natin na, supposed to be prime police station and sa mga wherein Tituan is the place where we have their prominent local official, prominent businessmen, prominent professionals, no? At saka marami tayong mga how many mayors we have from Tituan. Si Mayor Agan, Vitalia, si Atilano, we have Manny Dalipi, di ba? And so many councilors, congressmen, I tell you. But anyway, yung Tituan Police Station up to now, it's still unresolved, no? In spite of, despite the order of, or the letter of Attorney Panilo to the Chief PNP to expedite the acquisition and construction of the building because for the past more than 20 years, 25, 26 years, squatter pa rin ang Tituan Police Station. Pero hanggang ngayon, wala pa rin nangyari, wala pang action ng local government. But anyway, we will continue following this up.
Yes.
So, ganun katindi ang ating sistema dito sa Zamboanga. Kung malaking pera, okay, approve kasi malaking commission, sabi nila. Pero kung maliit lang, wala pabayaan, wala tayong makuha dyan. Doon tayo sa malaki. Ganun katindi ang corruption dito sa Zamboanga. Financial and political corruption. They call that financial and political corruption. Di ba?
Kumbaga, parang it's a new term now.
Political corruption. That is political corruption.
Yeah.
Now, talking about tourists, no? Our local government ay nagyayabang na for the past year, we have 500,000 tourists dito. Anong klaseng tourist meron tayo dito? Anong tourist? There are three kinds of tourists as far as I know. We have foreign tourists, we have local tourists, we have rural tourists. Ang pinakamaraming turista natin dito sa Zamboanga, rural. Yung galing Bitali, mangumpra dito sa city, galing Labuan, galing Kuruan. Yun, they are considered tourists, di ba? Turista yan eh. Mag-tour sila dito sa city. Yun siguro sinasabi nila, we have 500,000 tourists. Rural tourists, not foreign and not local. Sino bang mga foreign tourists natin dito? But talking of rural tourists, everyday mayroon tayong turista dito, di ba? Araw-araw mayroong turista dito. Rural tourist yung tinatawag. Rural, bakit rural? Doon lang sa rural areas eh. Magpunta dito magkumpra, kaya we have this traffic congestion problem kasi lahat dito pupunta para magkumpra. At saka wala naman tayong malaking, from the very beginning, maliit ang karsada natin. very narrow ang ating roads because ang ating mga officials narrow-minded din, di ba? If the products of narrow roads, these are the products of narrow-minded officials from the very beginning. At saka nakikita mo, kahit itong mga private subdivisions, ang liliit ng daan, 3 meters, I tell you, that will only show na wala talagang, they have not gone to other places, they have not observed other places na doon sa ibang lugar, malalaki. At saka ang gobyerno mismo, walang initiative na gagawa ng batas gaya nung na dapat yung karsada 6 to 8 meters yung access road para kung may sunog makapasok na fire truck. Ngayon kung may sunog doon sa maliliit na subdivision, hindi, hose na makapasok doon, mga several hundreds of meters. That is the product of narrow-minded officials natin up to now na sa tingin ko hindi pa nila naayos, hindi pa na-resolve. Ganun pa rin ang karamihan. Hindi nag-iisip, they are not thinking, if they are thinking, their thinking is very shallow. Kaya sabi nila, kung gusto mo mangisda, kung baga sa isda, dito ka mangisda sa Zamboanga, marami kang isda. Bakit? Mababaw ang tubig. Ay, tilyo. Shallow-minded, shallow water. Ganun ang sistema ng ating mga opisyalis sa gobyerno dito sa Zamboanga. Maybe sa Pandos Los Buenos, kung mayroon mo sa Pandos Los Buenos, I don't know if sa Pandos Los Buenos is still applicable. I tell you. I am saying this because I have been here for the past 60 years. I have the reason to compare Zamboanga with other places because I have been assigned in several places. I stayed there, I lived there for at least 1 year. Then every month I come to Zamboanga City to spend my R&R, sabi na, rest and recreation.
So nagkakaroon ng comparison talaga.
Ganun. Cagayan de Oro, 1967, I was there. Sa Cotabato, 1960s, I was already there. I went back there, 71. Iligan, I was there in 1960s. I stayed there. I lived there for 1 year kasi nasayan ako doon. Davao, I lived there for 1 year. Your Santos, I lived there for 1 year also. At saka in Marawi, I stayed there for several months in Marawi. Lahat na Tawi-Tawi, 2 taon, Solo, 2 taon, Basilan, Lanon, matagal ko doon. Kaya Iloilo, I lived there for 1 year kasi nasayan ako doon. So, mayroon tayong base ba, di ba? Yung base.
May basehan kung baga.
Ma-compare natin kasi nandun tayo When they were newly planted, yung mga kung baga sa tanim, nakita natin kung paano pinalaki yung kahoy, yung prutas nila. They fertilize it hanggang lumaki, mabilis ang laki at saka nagbunga. Dito sa atin, stunted. Kasi walang fertilizer Walang plano ang ating local officials.
Natural development
Natural growth na mabagal, di ba? For example, Camigen, talking of tourists, the local government of Camigen is complaining hindi nila kaya yung number of tourists doon kasi maliit lang Camigen They have only 5 towns, 90,000 population, but they have the governor, they have 5 mayors, they have the congressman there. Kaya na-develop yung Camigen. Ngayon, tambak ang tourist doon. Sila nang surrender. Kasi overloaded, baka malunod yung Camigen. That is a small island. What does it mean? Because it is a developed community. Kung hindi na-develop ang Camigen, sino pupunta doon? Sino turista pupunta doon? Sa atin dito, sino tourista pupunta dito except rural tourist, di ba? Wala ka na makita dito. Sa Camigen, mayroon sila mga resort na hot spring, mayroon pa silang Lansones Festival, although walang plantation kasi mga tao doon na initiative. They are industrious, hindi sila tamad, di ba? They are not greedy, they are not selfish. Kaya Camigen ay nag-asinso. Yan ang observation natin. Kaya benda na, saan ako noon When I was the chief of staff of Region 10, I used to visit Camigen because that is one of the areas under the PRO 10. So,
noted pa rin. Camigen is noted for yung yung libigan nila sa dagat, libingan.
That is one. Guimaras, in 1990, it was assigned in Iloilo. Guimaras was Ilausi Island, under Iloilo province at the time. But when it became a province in 1990, naging progressive. There are 8 towns. They have their governor, they have the congressman there, they have their mayor, the vice mayor, councilors, different municipalities, mayor, councilor, diba? They have how many mayors there? 8 mayors. So, madaling na-develop ang Guimaras na ngayon they are constructing a bridge of 19 kilometers from Guimaras to Iloilo city, no?
City.
Because of so many tourists going there. They have developed it where the tourists are encouraged to go there. And isa pang magandang balita dyan, ang ating Mingo capital sa Pilipinas ay Guimaras. Ang Zamboanga, ano bang kapital ng Zamboanga? Ha? Anong kapital natin dito sa
Siguro
Zamboanga?
baka
Capital of problems. Problematic capital of the Philippines, Zamboanga na. Where laws are not enforced. That is the difference between this city and other areas where we have been before, we have observed. No? Marami tayong lugar na puntahan eh.
kasi we cannot be contented sabihin natin yung mga far-flung barangays natin, they will remain barangay forever. We have to do something na dapat naman ma-develop na yan eh. Dahil sa tagal na ng panahon, kung baga tayo na pag-iwanan na. Yung mga barangay noon, yung naging kung baga kasabay ng ibang barangay natin dito na progressive barangay at that time, ngayon malayo na tayong naiwan. Katulad ng halimbawa natin yung Bitali at saka yung Lamitan, napag-iwanan na talaga tayo eh. The same with dito sa Ipil is very progressive, pero kasabay lang yan ng Bitali noon. In fact, Bitali is even noted than Ipil at that time. Pero tignan natin ngayon, malaki talagang pinagbabago. Kasi itong mga lugar na ito hindi nabigyan ng pagkakataon para lumago o lumaki. Wala, hindi nabigyan ng pagkakataon unless we give them that opportunity to develop their own yung area nila doon sa barangay. Otherwise, 5 years, 10 years from now, Bitali will remain barangay.
At saka itong sinabi mo, Bitali, no? Bitali, in 1960s, meron ng malaking restaurant. Ang Ipil, wala nga karinderya. Kaya mga sasakyan doon, hindi naghuminto unless may pasahero. Pero sa Bitali, schedule nila yan. Almusal, panangalian, sa kahaponan, doon sa Bitali, from Pangadian to Zamboanga. Alam mo yung mga transportasyon noon, yung Zamboanga, Sambusco sa mga bus company. We have the Alawi Bus Company. We have Bukidnon Bus Company. At saka yung even itong Barandino Bus Company. At saka Samtrangco, Zamboanga Transportation Company, owned by the Mendozas of Zamboanga. Yan ang transportation na nagbibiyahe dito noon in 1960s. No? Alam ko kasi palagi ko lagari ng kasi basilan sa Zamboanga noon kasama ng jurisdiction ng Zamboanga del Sur Provincial Command. Kaya kabisado kitong basilan sa Zamboanga as early as 1960s. Kaya hindi lang masabi na hindi natin alam Zamboanga. Hindi pa with due respect, marami pang hindi sinilang noon. Nandito na tayo. Local official na, marami pang local official na hindi sinilang at the time when we were here already. Kaya hindi nila masabi na hindi natin alam ang Zamboanga. From A to Z, alam natin ito, with due respect to our...
meron kayong basehan kung i-compare ninyo itong dalawang lugar na ito. Kasi at that time, kung kayo naman, kung lagari kayo dyan, punta rito, punta doon, kung nakikita ninyo yung comparison. So, hindi nila masabi na kung baga baseless yung pinag-usapan natin. May basehan.
Personal observation.
Personal na ano yan, hindi kung baga hindi kwento-kwento lang, hindi ito nababasa lang. Nakikita ninyo talaga. Hindi
nila nakita natin eh. At saka, ang Zamboanga local officials do not have plans for future generations. Wala silang plano eh. Ang plano nila 3 taon lang, short term. 3 years lang yung for the next term. Yun lang plano nila. After that wala na. Unlike in other provinces like Del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, Sibugay, their plans are for the next generation, for the next 50 years and even for the next century. Ganun katindi ang mentalidad ng mga opisyalis doon sa ibang lugar. Like Ipil, for example, constructing a very big hospital building. Sabi nila, bakit malaki? We are preparing for the next 50 years.
50 years.
Maybe by 50 years, mapupuno na ito. You see? So, hindi ka na mag-construct. Gagawin mo lang, nagdagdag ka lang ng kama, may kwarto na, kama, at saka equipment na lang. Kasi anticipated mo na pagdating ng 50 years, punong-puno ng tao yung probinsya eh. 'Di ba? After 50 years, what will happen to Zamboanga City if the situation will remain this? I tell you, magsuntukan mga tao dito kasi hindi na makadaan eh. Kahit tao mismo, wala i-traffic ng tao. I tell you, hindi lang sasakyan i-traffic mo, pati na tao kasi ultra overpopulated na ang city proper. Kung ang isip nating mga officials ganon pa rin ka bobo, ka baba ba, sabi nila ganon pa rin ka shallow, na walang iniisip kundi yung sariling kapakanan, political personal interest. Kaya mga tao dito sa rural areas binibinta ng lupa doon kasi wala man silang maasahan sa ating gobyerno. Ang lupa na ibinta nila doon at saka maghanap ng ibang trabaho at saka nagbibili yung mga tao na ayaw nila noon, ha? Yung nung araw sabi nila basta Muslim huwag kang magbinta ng lupa. Ngayon naghanap sila ng Muslim na bintahan nila kasi walang patawad daw. Ano ibig sabihin? Hindi na tumatawad. Pero nung araw bawal, ha? Do not sell your this area do not sell your lands to the Muslims kasi takot sila. Ngayon hinahanap lang mga Muslim buyers from Basilan, Suluon, Tawi-Tawi. At saka ang masakit yan, sabi na masakit, hubad na katotohanan na masakit, yung mga may-ari ng lupa doon ibenta nila sa mga taga Basolta, pero on condition that they will remain as workers, laborers, and tenants in the land where sila may-ari nung araw, di ba? So ibig sabihin in the 1950s, sabi ni Mayor Agan, mga newcomers do are treated second-class citizens. But Mayor Agan became the first mayor of second-class citizen, di ba? The first second-class citizen to become mayor was Mayor Agan. Ngayon, yung mga first class, ano nga ngayon nangyari? Second class, third class, or even fourth class. This is the reality. Hindi natin na sabi na sinisira natin. No, punta ka sa mga barangays na nabili na ng lupa doon. Sinong trabador doon? Yung mga dating may-ari, di ba? Sila na naman ang nagtatrabaho doon kasi wala man silang mapuntahan. Ang iba naman pupunta dito sa city mag-pedicab driver. Ha? Wala mang ibang hanap buhay. Ganon katindi ang neglect ng ating mga local officials sa rural areas.
Ito kasi yung sinabi ninyo, ito totoong nangyayari. Hindi ito kwento-kwento lang. Nakikita katulad kayo na experience nakita ninyo na ito'y talagang totoong nangyayari. Paano hindi nila ibenta? Kasi walang masyadong tulong o walang masyadong development sa kanilang lugar. So they are forced to sell their lands. Katulad ng sinabi ninyo, siguro magpaiwan na lang ng konting area sa lupa na yun para meron lang silang mapagtrabahuhan o kaya meron silang mapagtaniman.
Ganon katindi ang pangyayari dito sa ating
situation here in Zamboanga City.
These are real valid observations ito na kawawa yung mga taga-rural areas na hindi napabayaan sila doon kaya napilitan sila magbenta ng lupa nila. At saka time will come that ang ating local official ayaw magpasakop sa BRM sa RMM no. Pero ngayon hindi lang pasakop, talagang minamay-ari na ng BRM people, no? Sila na may-ari ng lupa sa rural areas kasi bintahan to hindi ba square meter by hundreds of hectares.
Yes.
Equivalent to more than siguro mga 100 hectares, mga 2 barangays yan, no? Di ba? So ganon katindi ang nangyari dito sa city natin kasi ang ating mga local officials walang plano. They have no plans for future generations. Ang kanila lang sariling plano lang. Kaya nangyari ito dito sa Zamboanga. Kulila tayo palagi. We are lagging behind in anything kasi walang foresight ang ating officials, walang vision, they are not creative, wala silang anticipation. Ang kanila nakikita, yung nakita ng kanilang mata, yung hindi nakita ng mata nila, wala na. Ibig sabihin, wala talaga. Wala na. Very limited ba? Parang kabayo, sinabi mo na, parang kabayo na may takip sa kilid. So, hindi mo kita sa kilid, no? Nakita mo, harap mo lang para hindi kayo magsipaan. I tell you. So, ganun katindi ang ating sitwasyon dito. Itong we have narrow-minded narrow-minded planners dito sa mga. That's why we have narrow roads for the road system, for road maintenance. The only city that is highly lubak-lubak is Zamboanga City. The only city where we have modernized pedicabs to kuligligs is in Zamboanga City. We have modernized the pedicab, yung sikat-sikat. Ngayon, modernized na, kuliglig na. Kuliglig without franchise. They're paying passengers by mga 10, mga estudyante karamihan, di ba? And yet, the LTO does not do anything. They were the ones who granted permit for this kuliglig. Pero in the enforcement of laws of the operation of kuligligs without franchise by paying passengers in barangay roads, city roads, national roads, and even in national highways, maroon tayong kuliglig.
Yeah.
Pero anong ginawa nila? Anong nagagawa nila? Sa barangay mo, sa barangay ninyo kagawad, we have so many kuligligs there. Nakikita ko, araw-araw yung pasayro, mga bata, mga 10, pasay, tilyo. Sino bang wala namang naguhuli doon?
Yeah, together with the police, yung mga kuliglig na yan, pinaghuhuli po namin. In fact, just yesterday, ang dami naming na-issue na citation. Kasi, yung mga akala namin kasi tumino na pero bumabalik, para bang is a cat and mouse situation. Ang daming nahuli namin kahapon, itong mga violators, kasi nag-road clearing din kami kahapon. Yung mga nakapark, pinaghuhuli na naman. Yung mga kuliglig, ganun pa rin, pinaghuhuli. Dapat lang talaga rito consistent kasi yung natin, yung ating kampanya. Kasi pag napabayaan mo yan ng 10 araw, ng kalahating buwan, makikita natin bumabalik at bumabalik.
Alam mo itong kagawad, itong kuliglig. Hindi dapat issue ng citation huliin at saka i-impound. Illegal yun i-impound yung unit. Hindi citation pamultahin mo. I tell you, illegal yun they're existing illegally.
For the kuliglig, dinadala namin yan sa istasyon.
It should be impounded at demolished. Ipa-demolish kasi kapag binigyan mo ng citation, magbayad ng multa, tapos biyahe uli. Demolish ba? Impound and demolish it. Ay, tilyo. Kaya yung ginagawa ng ating Bureau of Customs, yung mga illegal, yung mga first class na kotse, binibiak, apakan ng bulldozer. Ito pang kuliglig. I tell you, this is worse because they are contributing serious problems to our traffic problem.
Hindi natin alam kung paano i-implement ng ating local government because meron ngayong panibago na namang kumbaga memorandum coming from the DILG reiterating na talaga yung highway hindi pwede daanan ng mga tricycle o kaya yung mga pedicabs. Meron ngayon. So, we have to determine saan ba ang national highway. So, dapat hindi pwede na dumaan ito. Hindi lang ngayon, noon pa yan. So, parang meron reiteration coming from the DILG.
Actually, matagal na. That is an old law.
Parang
time immemorial nandyan na yan
i-reiterate even from the previous administration nandyan na yan.
Time immemorial nandyan na yan. Hindi pa tayo sinilang nandyan na yan. Batas
pero
na yan.
in-emphasize ito ngayon. Lately, meron na naman parang reiteration.
Pero itong naman, kuliglig, kahit saan magbiyaya illegal yan di ba?
Dahil walang unang-una walang franchise. Including yung sidecar nila, hindi naman naka-indicate doon sa registry.
Walang illegally, hindi ka na-register. Hindi ka na-register. Ang problema dyan, bakit ang purpose ng LTO 2,150 yung initially yung permit ang sabi nila for personal use, for cargo use. Sino bang magpagawa ng by the thousand kung for cargo ng personal use? 2,000, gawin mo lang for personal use? Ngayon, talo pa ng kuliglig ang tricycle sa dami nagbibiyahe dito sa syudad. Marami pang kuliglig sa tricycle. Kaya anong ginagawa nating LTO? Stupid, inutil na ahensya. Because of that, nagkaroon tayo ng mas lumala yung problema natin sa traffic because of that stupidity of LTO by issuing permit without enforcing the law. Sabihin mo, there was a time when I told them, you go to Mampang, Talon-Talon, Santa Catalina, nandiyan maraming violators. Takot sila. Sabi nila, Muslim dominated daw. Takot sila. They do not conduct checkpoint there. Takot sila. You can just imagine, for obvious reason. Bakit ka matakot mag-conduct ng checkpoint sa Muslim area? Yung ating regional director Muslim di ba?
Correct.
Bakit siya matakot?
Even
Siya dapat mag-lead. Siya mismo ang punta doon tsaka implement the law on his Muslim brothers para yung mga tao niya hindi matakot. Takot sila doon sa mga Muslim dominated area. With your respect. Bakit? I do not know.
Even the chief of the enforcement unit of the LTO is also a Muslim. In fact, I even
Mas marami nga Muslim dyan
Kaya nga, I even talked to him regarding itong problema ng kuliglig. So sabi ko, we have to do something about it. Kasi umaabot na ito doon sa City High, sa Yubenco. Umaabot na doon.
Heart of the city.
Yes. What we did, pinaguhuli namin yan, yung mga kuliglig na ito, talaga dinadala ito sa sa police station. Ini-impound yun doon.
Saka i-demolish pa. Itong kuan kasi natin, maraming empleyado ng LTO, karamihan, with your respect, Muslim brothers natin. Wala namang problema yun. Wala namang masama dyan
Yeah.
Ang kuan lang, i-enforce natin ang batas. Ngayon ko sabihin nila, takot sila sa Muslim areas. Maraming Muslim sila dyan di ba?
Tama.
Karamihan dyan Maranao
Tayo naman
There's nothing wrong.
Nagpapatupad
There's nothing
tayo
wrong.
ng batas.
They should follow and they should strictly enforce the law regardless of the tribe of the violator, di ba? Walang problema kahit saan sa Ilocano man siya, Ilonggo siya, okay lang yan. Ang problema yan lang, hindi sila nag-enforce kasi takot sila. Bakit? Pareho kayo Muslim, bakit ka matakot? Ikaw nga, taga-Basilan ka, hindi ka naman natakot sa Basilan. Bakit ka matakot sa lugar mo?
Tayo naman, nagpapatupad lang tayo ng batas, yung mga trabaho lang. Kung sakali man meron tayong naapakan o natamaan, di problema na nila yun At least, ang ginagawa mo naman, pinapatupad mo lang yung batas. Otherwise, kung hindi mo naman gagawin, babalik din yan sa iyo.
Pero ang hinikayat natin dito, ang ating mga taxpayers to be more vigilant. To be more magmatsyag, assertive of the rights. Kasi kung pabayaan natin ito, ganyan ang ginagawa natin ngayon. We are talking about the neglect of the LTO. Ngayon kung hindi natin babanggitin ito, sinong magbanggit? Paano natin gagawa ng paraan para itong mga lousy local public servants will do their job, except the taxpayer, because we are the employer. We have the right, we have the responsibility towards them. Kapag hindi nila ginagawa ang trabaho nila, we have the right to crow. We have the right to shout out them because they are public servants, they are our employees. But anyway, ganun dapat ang gawin natin mga taxpayer. Yan ang hinihikayat ni President Duterte na tayong mga mamamayan dapat magmatsyag, di ba?
Kasi these people will not wake up unless someone is waking them up. Kasi pag hindi, nagtulog-tulugan.
Kaya nga, karapatan nga natin na tayong nagsisildos kanila, dapat titingnan natin kung di tama ginagawa nila, dapat tayo ang we have to shout out them. We have that right to shout out them because they are public servants. They are public servants. But anyway, Sunny Boy, marami pa tayong pag-usapan, kaya lang kinakapos tayo ng oras.
Okay.
So anyway, before we wind up your closing statement, Sunny Boy.
Again, maraming salamat po sa imbitasyon sa ating mga tagapakinig. Sana wag kayong magsawa makinig, manood. Marami po tayong matutunan at mapag-usapan dito sa programang Ang Pagbabago sa muling pagkikita. Magandang umaga po sa lahat.
Thank you, Sunny Boy. But anyway, this program is sponsored by following volunteers, Mr. Albert Cajon, Mr. Ibno Ferrer, Ibno Turabin, Ed Ferrer, John Feliciano, Atty. Tongo Climaco, and yours truly, retired Colonel Rex Mirabiti. For the next in the next Saturday, siguro February tayo ngayon, the first Saturday of the month, so marami pa tayo pag-usapan sa sumusunod ng mga Sabado. So magandang umaga at saka happy weekend to everybody, at saka thank you very much for watching. Good morning.
Para sa